Hi, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Karamveer Singh and your L speaking examiner. Your speaking includes three parts. First part is introduction, second is cue card, and third is follow-ups. So moving on to your introduction, please introduce yourself.
My full name is Devinderjeet Kaur. I have completed my senior secondary from residential school in non-medical stream. I am from village Tikriwala, which falls in
Okay,
Banaras.
how may I address you?
You can address me by my first name, Devinder.
Okay, may I see your identification, please?
Yes, sir. Here is my passport.
Okay, so your first part is spending time. Do you like to spend time with your family?
Yes, I am very extrovert person. I always give preference to spend time with others. Whenever I get a free time, I want to utilize this time for spending with others.
Okay, what type of activities do you do in your leisure time?
In my leisure time, I do different type of activities. Basically, it only depends upon the situation. If there is a rainfall, I love to do indoor activities in my home. But on the other side, if the weather is very good, at that time I give preference to do activities from outside from the home.
Okay, do you like to spend time with your family members or your friends?
As I mentioned earlier, it is only depends upon the situation. If I have a pending work in my home, at that time I love to spend time with my family members for completing that work. And after that, if I have enough time, at that time I want to utilize this time for spending with my friends for going outside from the
Okay,
house.
what do you do on your weekends?
I do different type of activities on the weekend. Sometimes I spend my weekends in my home for completing my pending work, but majority of the time I love to go outside from the home.
Okay, do you like to go on picnics in your weekends?
Yes, I have keen interest in picnics because I am student and I do not able to get enough time for going outside. So during the weekends, I give a majority of the time to.
Okay,
go
which
for
is your
picnic.
favorite place you choose for picnic?
Um, Basically, I love to different types of places for picnic, but Chandigarh is my favorite destination for picnic.
Okay, why that particular city is your favorite?
There are various reasons behind my choice. The first and foremost reason is that Chandigarh entails a hygienic and fresh environment. Moreover, in the Chandigarh, there are different places such as Rock Garden and Sukna Lake as well. So, because of these places, I love to visit Chandigarh.
Okay, do you like to read books?
Yes, I have keen interest in reading. Whenever I get a free time, I want to use this time for reading.
Okay, which type of books you usually read?
I read non-fiction and fiction books. I always give preference to read that type of books which motivate me and falls and fruitful effect on me.
Okay, do you like to read biographies?
Yes, I love to read biographies of famous person. I love to read biographies because I able to know about the background of that particular person.
Okay, do you like to read paper-based books or online?
It is only depends upon the situation. Whenever I have a free time, I love to go for a library which is situated in my hometown. At that time, I read a paper-based books. But after that, when I have for a traveling and I do not have any enough time for visiting the library, at that time I love to read electronic books.
Okay, where do you usually visit to buy books?
It is very with the advancement of technology, it has become very easy for every person to buy books from online. So I usually give preference to buy books from online, but there is also a supermarket in my hometown. I also buy some books from that market.
Okay, good. So your cue card is describe a time you got up early in the morning. You have 1 minute for the preparation, then you have to speak for 2 minutes. Speak.
It is incontrovertible fact that in this contemporary era, it is generally observed that the lifestyle of every person has become very hectic, and they always remain stick with their work 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. So that was why nobody can able to get enough time to fresh their mind. So according to me, they should got up early for completing their work at punctual time. Here I am going to talk about a situation when I also have to got up early. It was the time when I studied in my matrix, and that time my school organized a trip to Amritsar, and Amritsar is approximately 150 far away from my school, and I have to reach at approximately 10 o'clock. So that was why I had to got up early. On the day of trip, I wake up at 4 o'clock, and after that I did a lot of activities. First of all, I took bath and go to the Sikh temple, which is approximately 2 kilometers far away from my residential area. And after that, when I came back to my home, at that time I took meditation for half an hour, and after that I prepared some food for me. And moreover, apart from that, I also packed my personal belongings, because according to me it is very important for each and every person to pack their personal belongings whenever go outside from the house. Basically, this trip was organized because during the exam preparation, it was the desire of every students to got an 90% mark. So that was why all the students remain stick with their study. So that was why nobody can able to get the opportunity to refresh their mind. So that was why we organized a trip to Amritsar. At first I felt very acrimony, because I usually got up at 6 or 7 o'clock. It was very difficult for me to got up very early, but after that I felt over the moon, because the environment was very peaceful, and it was wonderful experience for me. But only that day I usually started to got up early in the morning, because it falls an precious effect on me. So this was the time when I got up very exceptionally early.
Okay. Do you like to visit religious places?
Yes, I have keen interest to visit religious places. Because of religious places, I am able to know about our history and roots of our past. And after that, during the religious places, there are some pictures and paintings which are adorning the wall of some rooms. So from that picture, we are able to know about our history. So that is why I am very interesting to visit historical places.
Okay. How often you visit your religious places in a year?
I visit religious places once or twice a week, and after that, it is a Sikh temple which is situated in my hometown. And I already mentioned in my QCAT topic that it is approximately 2 kilometers far away from my home, and it is very easy for me to reach this destination. But the religious places which is very far away from my hometown, to that places I only get a rare time to visit that places.
Okay. Do you like to visit museums?
Yes, I have keen interest to visit museums, because museum contains a lot of paintings of different authors, and the biography of different famous authors and famous people. And moreover, there are the paintings which are involved in this painting. The incident of independence of our India are also involved in the museums. So that is why I have keen interest to visit museums.
Okay. Do you like to learn history about your country?
I am too much interested for learn the history from history about India, because there are some mistakes which are happened by our ancestors. So that is why if we learn the history of our India, then definitely we can overcome these mistakes in our upcoming days.
Okay. Do you think history must be a compulsory subject in all schools?
According to me, it should be a mandatory subject in each and every schools, because because the students are able to learn about their past, and according to me, the past is playing an indispensable role in the life of every person.
Okay. Thank you.